Hey guys, hey everyone, this is Avinash here from SOS. In this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate Worksoft Certify with Postman. Before we begin with Postman integration with Worksoft Certify, let's talk about Postman. So what is Postman? So Postman is a scalable API testing tool that helps to build, test and modify APIs. It is being used by 5 million developers each month to make their API development easy and simple. You also have free version available, and if you're an individual developer like me, I think free version should be okay to try out this integration. So where to download? You can download Postman from postman.com. You have Postman available for Windows, Mac OS and Linux. So for this tutorial, we're going to use either 32-bit or 64-bit versions of Postman. So anything should be okay. So now let's see some of the advantages of this integration. Now let's say you already have some Postman tests and certified tests, and you are running them separately as part of your one end-to-end business process test. Now by this integration, you're going to reduce the overall effort of executing Postman and Certify as separate tests. Not only that, you can also send and receive variable values and the execution status of Postman tests like pass or fail. And you can leverage Worksoft's existing features like Certify's layout record set for data handling, and BPP for reporting, and execution manager for lights out testing. So these are all the different advantages you could get by integrating Postman with Worksoft Certify. Now let's see the different tools required for this integration. So the first one is, as you already know, that we need Postman. So I recommend any latest version of Postman, either 32 or 64-bit, depending on your operating system architecture. The second one is Worksoft Certify 10.1.0 or above, because Postman interface was introduced in this version or above. And the final one, the very most important one, is Worksoft Certify Postman Interface Installer. This has to be downloaded from Worksoft support portal, as shown here, and download it and install it. Otherwise you're going to see a dispatch step to interface issue when you're executing the certified test case. So let's get started by creating a simple test case in Postman. So in Postman, I'm going to click on the new collection here. So collection is nothing but it lets you group related requests, making them easier to access and run. So let me name this as Postman demo. Let's click on create. So now we have already created a collection but no request. So I'm going to add a new request here, and I'm going to name this as user details and save to Postman demo here. So for this, I'm going to use an API that I found online that will actually display the user details based on the ID provided in the request URL. So this is the request URL. You can see that ID is 7. So when I click on send, it is going to pull up the corresponding user details based on the ID that you have provided. So if I'm going to key in 8 here, it's going to pull up the user details based on the ID. So now it's a different user. Okay. So now you can see that we have already executed this, and we have already got the body, cookies and headers, but we don't see any test results because we don't have any test. So for this, let's first validate if the status is 200 okay, and if that is the case, we'll pass the test case. So in this place, you have to key in a JavaScript code for that. I already have it created, so let me just paste it. So what this code is going to do is it is going to validate if the status code is 200, it's going to pass the test case, else it's going to fail. So let's execute this again. So now you can see the test result is passed because the status code is 200. Okay, now let's give a different value here. Let's give some random value and click on send. So now you can see the test is failed because expected response to have status code 200 but got 404 error. 404 is actually the data is not present in the system, so that is why you get this 404 error. So this itself is a failure, and we'll conclude the test case here. So now let's add variables to the Postman test case so that Certify can use these variables to send and retrieve data. So now I'm going to click on these 3 dots here and click on edit. And now you can see there is a variables tab here, and I'm going to create a new variable called ID, and the current value is going to be 7, and click on update. Okay. So now the 7 is still hard coded in the request here. So I'm going to change that to the variable that we just created. So double braces ID. You're going to find the one that you just created. So this is done. Now let's test it out. I'm going to click on send, and you can see that our test case passed and we have got the value. Good. So now what we want to do is we want to create an output variable and store the first name into that variable. So in our case, it's Michael here. So I want to write code here for that. So before that, let's create an output variable. So for this integration, I'm going to create an environment variable. So for that, I'm going to click on this environment quick look. I don't have any environment so far, so I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to give this as a demo, and the variable is going to be name. And I'm not going to give any initial value or current value because the code itself is going to push the data into this. Click on add. Okay. And I'm going to select the variable here. Okay. So now you can see in the environment demo, we don't have any value for the name variable that we just created. Now let's code that in the test here. So for that, we have to specify the JavaScript code again. So this is the code for that. So what this is going to do is it is going to extract the first name and store that in the variable called name that we just created. Now let's run the test case and see if this works. So the test case again passed, and let's see now. Okay, now the current value is Michael. So in our case, the test case worked, and the value of the first name is stored in the variable called name. Okay, so now that we have a working sample test case in Postman with variables, now let's move to Worksoft Certify. Okay, so now in Worksoft Certify, the first thing that you have to do is create an application of interface Postman. So in my case, I've already created an application called Postman with version 1.0, and you can see the Postman interface is checked. So once you have created this, create a window, and the window is going to be of the interface type Postman, and the class is collection. You only have one. The name can be anything. So in my case, I've given Postman for the name, physical name, and attribute string, and click OK. So once you have done, this is pretty much it from the prerequisites of Worksoft. So you can go ahead and start creating your own process. So in my case, I've already created a process for this demo. So you can see it's very simple. The window that you have just created is put here as a step, and the object is also the window itself. The action is configure, the first step. So here what you have to do is the test case that you have just created, you have to export to your local drive and give the path here. And this is actually the collection path. So to do that, go to Postman, right click on the collection, and you have the export button here. Just click on export and export it to a recommended version and click on export. So once you have done that, you can see in my case, I've already exported to my desktop here, and I've given the same path. And the next step is going to be set data variable. So this is going to be your input. So you already know that the ID is an input variable in the Postman test case that we created earlier, and the value for that is 7. I can give anything here. So in this case 7. And the next step is going to be run, and you don't have to really worry about the parameters for this run step because the default ones are good to go. And the last step is going to be, once you have executed the test case and you want to retrieve the value of the output variable from Postman to a certify variable. So what I've done is the variable name here refers to the variable name in Postman, the output environment variable. So that's why the scope here is environment. So this is all. I think we are good to go here. Okay, now let's go ahead and execute the Worksoft Certify test case. Okay, so now you can see in the 5th step that the value Michael is retrieved from Postman to Worksoft Certify. So this concludes the integration between Postman and Worksoft Certify. Thank you everyone for watching this video.